Hey, lovebirds. Thinking about taking that big step and moving in together? It's exciting, isn't it? But let's be real, it's not just about Netflix marathons and sharing the same Wi-Fi password. Living under the same roof can make or break a relationship if you're not prepared. From splitting the bills to managing personal space, living together is full of challenges and surprises. But don't worry, we've got your back. In this video, we're diving into the 10 must-know tips every couple needs to survive and thrive under one roof. Whether it's tackling household chores, discussing finances, or figuring out how to not fight over the thermostat, we've got all the juicy details to make your move-in smooth and drama-free. So grab your partner, hit that like button, and stick around. Trust me, you'll want to know these before signing that lease. 1. Understand each other's expectations. Moving in together is a significant milestone, but without clear communication, it can quickly become a source of tension. To start off on the right foot, take the time to have an honest conversation about what each of you expects from sharing a home. This includes everything from finances and household chores to how you envision spending your time together and apart. Are you both comfortable with how shared expenses will be handled? Discuss whether you'll split bills equally, proportionally to income, or in some other way. How about personal space? Do you both value independent downtime, or are you expecting to spend most evenings together? It's also important to touch on the future. Are you on the same page about your goals for marriage, children, or major career changes? Without these conversations, unspoken assumptions can lead to unnecessary conflict. By aligning your expectations early on, you're laying the foundation for a harmonious and fulfilling shared life. Questions to ask. How do we handle shared costs like rent, groceries, and utilities? How much personal time and space do we each need? Are our long-term plans compatible in areas like marriage, family, or careers? 2. Discuss finances honestly. Finances can be a make-or-break topic for couples, and it's no different when you're sharing a home. Before moving in, sit down for a frank discussion about money. Be transparent about your individual incomes, debts, spending habits, and savings goals. This level of honesty might feel uncomfortable at first, but it's critical for avoiding financial misunderstandings. Create a plan for how you'll handle expenses. Will you split everything down the middle, or will it be proportional to income? Will you keep separate bank accounts, open a joint one, or use a mix of both? Beyond daily expenses, think about how you'll save for the future, emergency funds, vacations, or even long-term investments. Regular financial check-ins are essential. They help you stay aligned on goals, adjust budgets as needed, and tackle any concerns before they become problems. Establishing a healthy financial dynamic now will not only reduce stress but also strengthen trust between you. Key tips. Create a joint budget to track and manage expenses. Decide on a system for handling bank accounts, joint, separate, or hybrid. Schedule monthly or quarterly check-ins to discuss financial goals and adjustments. 3. Divide household responsibilities. Sharing a home means sharing the work that goes into maintaining it. Nothing breeds resentment faster than feeling like one person is carrying the load while the other coasts along. Before moving in, have a candid discussion about who will handle what when it comes to chores like cooking, cleaning, grocery shopping, and home maintenance. Start by listing all the essential tasks and agreeing on how to divide them. Do you prefer to split them evenly, rotate responsibilities, or assign them based on individual strengths and preferences? For example, if one of you loves cooking but hates washing dishes, you might agree to handle meals while the other tackles cleanup. Also, plan for the inevitable times when life gets in the way. If one of you has a particularly busy week, how will the other step in to help? Flexibility and understanding are just as important as fairness when it comes to household responsibilities. Things to clarify. Which tasks are fixed, and which ones will rotate? What happens if one person can't complete their share due to work, illness, or other reasons? Are there any non-negotiable standards for cleanliness or organization? 4. Define boundaries and respect personal space. One of the most common misconceptions about living together is that it means constant togetherness. While it's great to enjoy each other's company, it's equally important to maintain your individual identities and personal space. Living together doesn't mean you have to abandon your hobbies, downtime, or personal routines. Establishing boundaries is crucial to ensure that both partners feel respected and have the freedom to recharge. Start by setting up personal areas within the home. Whether it's a dedicated workspace for one partner or a cozy reading nook for the other, having a space that's just for you can help maintain a sense of individuality. This is especially important if one partner works from home, as having a designated office space can prevent feelings of overlap between work and relaxation zones. Agree on what you both need when it comes to alone time. Do you both need to retreat to your own corners for a few hours each day? Or is it enough to take breaks when needed? It's essential to respect each other's routines, hobbies, and moments of solitude. By doing so, you help ensure the relationship remains healthy and that neither person feels overwhelmed. Suggestions. Create a personal corner or designated area for each partner. Set clear boundaries for alone time versus shared time. Respect each other's hobbies, work from home schedules, or downtime. 5. Communicate effectively. When you live with someone, misunderstandings and frustrations are inevitable. That's why effective communication is the cornerstone of a successful cohabitation. Open, honest, and non-judgmental dialogue ensures that issues are addressed before they escalate. It's not just about talking, it's about listening, understanding, and showing empathy. To communicate effectively, try using "I" statements instead of blaming language. For example, instead of saying, "You never clean up," try saying, "I feel frustrated when the dishes aren't done." This reduces defensiveness and opens the door to a more productive conversation. It also fosters mutual respect, as both partners can express their feelings without fear of judgment or criticism. Another key aspect is active listening. This means truly hearing what the other person is saying without interrupting or formulating your response while they're speaking. Give them your full attention, and then respond thoughtfully. Regular check-ins are also vital, whether it's a weekly conversation about what's going well in the relationship or simply an ongoing habit of sharing concerns as they come up. Techniques to improve communication. Use "I" statements to express feelings without blaming. Practice active listening without interrupting. Schedule regular relationship check-ins to address issues proactively. 6. Talk about your social life. One of the joys of living together is that you get to share experiences, but maintaining your friendships and social life outside of your relationship is just as important. Balancing quality time as a couple with time spent with friends and family can help maintain a healthy relationship and prevent feelings of isolation or resentment. Before moving in together, have a discussion about your social preferences. Do both of you enjoy hosting gatherings at home, or is one person more introverted and prefers smaller, intimate hangouts? Make sure both partners feel comfortable with how often you entertain guests or invite friends over. Also, it's crucial to balance time spent on date nights and nights out with friends. Would you prefer regular date nights, or do you want to mix things up by attending events with your social circles? Make sure there's room for both individual and shared activities to keep the relationship vibrant and avoid feeling like you're both sacrificing your personal connections for the sake of the relationship. Discuss how you'll handle visitors, including overnight guests. Set guidelines about whether you're comfortable with friends staying over, how to manage space when there are guests, and how to balance visitors with personal downtime. Points to consider. Are both partners okay with hosting gatherings at home? How will you balance date nights versus socializing with friends or family? Will you set guidelines for visitors and overnight guests? 7. Align on lifestyle habits. When two people come together to share a space, their daily habits and routines play a significant role in determining how well they coexist. Whether it's your sleep schedule, cleanliness standards, or noise preferences, it's important to align on these lifestyle habits before moving in. Differences in these areas can lead to frustration or resentment if not addressed early on. For example, if one partner is a night owl and the other wakes up at the crack of dawn, there may be issues around noise, light, or personal space during early or late hours. You may need to find compromises, like using dim lighting or noise-canceling headphones, to ensure that both partners can live comfortably without disturbing each other's routines. Cleaning habits are another common source of tension. One person might prefer things to be spotless all the time, while the other might be more relaxed. Discuss what level of tidiness is acceptable for each of you, and agree on how to maintain that standard. Are there certain chores that one person can't stand doing, like washing dishes or taking out the trash? Being upfront about these things can help prevent resentment. Similarly, habits like smoking, excessive gaming, or constant phone use could cause tension. Be honest about what behaviors are deal breakers for you or what you'd like to see adjusted. Questions to address. Are you morning people or night owls, and how will you manage these differences? What's your shared standard for tidiness around the house? Are there habits, like smoking, gaming, or phone use, that might cause tension in your shared space? 8. Plan for conflict resolution. No matter how well two people get along, disagreements are bound to arise when living together. What's important is how couples handle those disagreements. Planning ahead for conflict resolution is key to maintaining a healthy and long-lasting relationship. First, it's crucial to agree on how to approach conflict in a calm and respectful way. When emotions are high, taking a break can help both partners cool down before continuing the discussion. This ensures that the argument doesn't escalate and both people can come back to the issue with a clearer mind. Avoiding the temptation to bring up old grievances is another important strategy. Conflict should be focused on the issue at hand, rather than being used as a chance to revisit past arguments. This prevents patterns of bitterness and ensures that both partners feel heard without feeling attacked. In cases where conflicts persist and seem to be recurring, seeking professional counseling can provide a safe space for both partners to address underlying issues. Sometimes, a neutral third party can help couples work through their differences and strengthen their communication. Conflict resolution strategies. Take breaks when emotions run high to avoid saying things you don't mean. Focus on the issue at hand, avoid bringing up old grievances or past conflicts. If disagreements become persistent, consider seeking professional counseling. 9. Test compatibility before committing. Before fully committing to living together, it's a great idea to test out your compatibility in a shared living situation. This can help you gauge whether you're ready for the transition and uncover any potential issues that might arise. Spending extended time together, like going on vacations or having short trial periods of cohabitation, gives each person a better understanding of the other's habits and routines. For example, a weekend getaway might reveal how each partner handles stress, organization, or time management in an unfamiliar environment. Testing compatibility also allows you to identify potential friction points that you might not have noticed before. You might find that one partner's daily routine clashes with the others, or that there are unresolved issues that need attention. It's better to address these things before taking the plunge into a permanent living situation. Additionally, this time together allows you to practice compromise and cooperation. It's a great way to refine your communication skills and ensure that you're both flexible in making joint decisions. Why this matters. It gives insight into each other's habits, routines, and stress reactions. It helps identify potential friction points and areas where compromise may be needed. It offers an opportunity to practice collaboration and negotiation in a shared living space. 10. Ensure both are fully ready. Living together is a significant step in any relationship, and both partners must feel emotionally and practically prepared. It's not just about the logistics of moving in together, it's about being ready to make the relationship a long-term commitment. One sign that you're ready is that you've resolved any major conflicts and feel stable as a couple. If you're still dealing with unresolved issues or frequent arguments, it might be a sign that more work is needed before making this big step. Equally important is enthusiasm. Both partners should feel excited and confident about the decision to live together, rather than feeling pressured or uncertain. Having open conversations about your reasons for wanting to move in together can help ensure you're both on the same page and that your motivations align. Lastly, you should have discussed long-term goals, such as marriage, children, and careers, to make sure you're both looking toward a shared future. If these things are aligned, living together will feel like a natural progression of your relationship. Signs you're ready. You've resolved major conflicts and feel emotionally stable as a couple. Both partners are equally enthusiastic and confident about moving in. You've discussed long-term commitments and are aligned on future goals. Final thoughts. Moving in together can be an incredibly rewarding experience that deepens a couple's bond, but it requires intention, honesty, and mutual respect. By addressing key considerations like expectations, finances, communication, and boundaries, couples can navigate this transition with confidence. Remember, every relationship is unique, and flexibility and patience will be your best tools as you adapt to shared life. With these 10 things in mind, you're better equipped to build a strong, harmonious foundation for your future together. Would you like to explore any of these topics further, such as setting a budget, emotional readiness, or preparing for potential challenges? Let me know.